Well, what's the crack? Blu Hydrangea here, queen of the mother tucking world. And this is the series where we see who the next queen of the mother tucking world is as we review UK vs. the World Season 3.
BLU, baby join the queue, we got room for you.
So last week we saw Mariah win the Silent Movies Challenge. She saves the high road with the chippy tea, and sadly, Serena was sent home. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but there's nothing to say. Serena has just been eliminated and the queens are walking in. Honestly, there was not much to say here. Yeah, no drama came from it. It was just like nice, like, oh bless her, she was so sweet vibes. I just can't get over, and this would annoy me if I was in the workroom, how much Fontana thinks that she is like the main character. She's like, I just can't believe that you guys didn't save me. I mean, she's competition, she already has a badge, so why would people be saving her? Fontana, again, she's stirring the pot.
Pot full of grits.
She's giving me bitchy vibes. Why would I want to save you with a chippy tea? Fontana mentioned that Naomi didn't want to get to the final, or she didn't care about getting to the final. Bitch, me too! Every time I've been on Drag Race, I've just been thankful to get from one episode to the next. I am not a forward thinker. Let me work on this task at hand. And after being on Drag Race, I totally agree with Naomi. The longer that you're in the competition, the more comfortable you feel, the more you learn about yourself, and then you're like, oh, maybe I could make it to the final. The closer you are to that finish line, the more you see yourself winning. Kate was right. It was very desperate for Fontana to bring that up about Naomi. But it is good TV, so although Fontana, you are a complete bitch, it was good TV. And it's so funny because I don't know whether Naomi was like hamming it up for the cameras, but she looked so upset when she was taking her makeup off in the mirrors. I couldn't tell if it was her makeup or if she was like being dramatic or if she was genuinely upset, but these close-ups, she looks like she's crying. It's a new day in the workroom. My notes say, look at Mariah making the most of her win, bless her. So as after 3 seasons, you would just have to enjoy the fact that you've just won your first challenge.
Mariah.
About to die, so Rue probably wanted him to be happy.
I have no idea why Naomi is coming into this new day apologizing to Fontana. Bitch, you didn't do anything. You were literally just telling someone off camera in the heat of a very stressful moment that you didn't care about making it to the final, which I understand. Also, I'm sick of all this kumbaya, like, we have drama and then the next day apologize. I want season-long arguments, resentment, and villain arcs. I am done with people being too nice to each other on Drag Race. Can you imagine how less entertaining season 5 would have been if Alyssa and Coco came into the workroom and were just like, let's put our past behind us. No, I want drama. And then Fontana doesn't even apologize back. She like rehashes the argument. I was like, Naomi, she didn't deserve that apology. You should not have given it to her. I'm wondering if this is foreshadowing what's going to happen in the episode. Like, is Fontana and Naomi, are they going to be the bottom? Are they going to lip sync against each other?
No.
Very interesting. So RuPaul comes in looking fabulous, and this challenge is the Fringe Festival. If I'm not mistaken, Kate has done Fringe Festivals in the past. I'm not sure. I would hate this challenge. I would be like, eliminate me.
Send me home.
I don't even want to embarrass myself by doing it. But we find out it's in pairs, so I would immediately run to Kate. Kate knows what she's doing. There's no one really else that's funny other than Kate. Maybe Godland can be funny, but like that's very much in the moment. Zahira and Naomi immediately, I think, are fucked. Piscetti for them, honestly. I love how Jade Adams was announced as the person that was going to help them with their jokes. They didn't even have enough B-roll of the contestants looking excited because no one knew who she was.
Jade Adams.
But I did because she was on Strictly. Godland is such a loose cannon. I actually don't think I could be on a team with her. Like, she is kind of funny, but I honestly, working with her closely like this, I wouldn't want to. She did get me though with that confessional where she was like, see, you just laughed. I did laugh. She made me laugh. She made a funny noise and a silly face, and that's all it takes for me. I'm very easily pleased. It is just crazy to me that Godlin is basically going, right, you write whatever you want and I'll just be me. Like, no, that is not how teamwork works. And as we see throughout the episode, it didn't work. Kate and Fontana are insufferable. No, I'm just kidding. Immediately, Kate is like, are we okay? Are we friends? That whole interaction annoyed me because I was like, Kate, you're being too nice, and Fontana, you're being too sensitive. It's Drag Race, and you're adults, and you're creating TV. Although I do think they'll be okay as a team. Zahira loves a wee gossip. She's just sitting there being like, they flopped in this challenge, did it? I love it. That's exactly what I'm like in the workroom too. Realistically, before you go on Drag Race, you just ask like a comedian or someone you know to help you write some jokes before you go. So the fact that there was all this like really long drawn out clips of them thinking of jokes, did they just not do that? Or did the jokes not work in a, like, I don't know why. Like, surely you would have something prepared before you even arrive at Drag Race for this kind of challenge, especially if you have no idea about comedy. But basically, Zahira said that she wanted to go first, which I respect. You get it out of the way, you get that shit over and done with, and no one's able to steal your jokes. So you're in, out, shake it all about, and you get to, like, sit and watch everyone else, in this case, do better than you. Jade seems so lovely. She seems so helpful. Fontana just doesn't say things in a funny way. I don't know how to describe it, but Kate has her timing down. Kate is like in the zone. She knows what she's doing. I love the cute little notebooks that they're holding with their names on them. They're all sparkly and pink and glittery. They're so cute. Why didn't they have them when I was on Drag Race? Scotland is like that one girl that never revised in class but always got the best results. And meanwhile, Mariah is the opposite. She's like, I've been preparing for this all day and you've done nothing. But Jade is kind of helping them pull it together. Like, whatever chaos Scotland's doing, whatever Mariah's doing, it's kind of working. Maybe. Naomi and Zahira. It's not working. They were doing this bit where they had like all this material, they were standing off to the side, and that was some ChatGPT jokes, honestly. They had nothing to do with drag, they had nothing to do with the gay community. It was solely just like weird, like one-liners. I hope they keep this confidence up though, because there's something to them. They're likable people. They enter the workroom on Elimination Day, and Godlin said it's the Cringe Festival, and I have a feeling that that is exactly where this is going. Although this is a super incredibly hard challenge, especially with people that are not native English speakers. Like, I would struggle with this, but imagine speaking in another language for one, but also like having to inflect your voice and have a rhythm to little stories you're telling just so you can hit a joke and a mark. That would be near impossible. Godlin and Mariah just chatting shit about everyone. I think Godlin is so shady, and I would love to just see her in the bottom once.
They're all bottoms.
I feel like she's had such an easy run. Well, not easy, but she's definitely just breezed through, done well, like had a lovely time. I want to see her in the bottom. I like my winners, if Godlin's gonna be the winner, with a bit of, you know, grit to them. Okay, it's time for the Fringe. I'm nervous. Zahira and Naomi looked so cute. They looked really lovely in their outfits. Immediately though, the energy is pretty good. Everyone's got a smile. They've got people giggling. I kind of like the idea of them not having any material, so they kind of like have to think on their feet. And then, oh my gosh, we started losing Zahira. She was tripping over her words. Her mouth must have been so dry, it probably smelled like ass.
I'm like, girl, you know what? I'm only saying this, I'm not being rude, so I'm gonna pull you aside. Bitch, your breath stank.
The material just didn't go anywhere. And in all honesty, you have basically overnight to write this stuff. So fleshing out an entire comedy act in one night, it's near impossible. But the jokes are so bad. Zahira is flubbing it. There is something about Naomi that is kind of holding it together though. And it is sad because they had so much energy going into it. I really thought at least they're up for it, you know, that she feels confident and ready for it. It wasn't so good for Zahira and Naomi.
So we moved to LA.
By default, the next team has to be better than that. Mariah kind of seems nervous. I don't know. And Godland is just getting laughs for no reason. I don't know. I noticed this last week, but when the judges were laughing, I wasn't always laughing, and I feel like that's a running theme. Like, this is definitely bled through to this week. There's nothing to laugh at. Rue, why are you laughing? It almost makes me feel like, again, the production kind of just want to make Godland stay. Whereas again, I would like to see Godland at the bottom. I think that's more interesting of a narrative for her. Mariah should have struggled getting up from that split more, but Lucy mentioned that. That would have been Mariah's probably big laugh of the bit. Really didn't have much to say. I felt bad for Mariah. She had learned all her lines. She was trying to hold this stuff together. I did like the bit about throwing someone under the bus, because that's exactly what Godland did to Mariah. Okay, it's Kate and Fontana. Immediately, Kate's wig is absolutely wild. This one though is immediately way more enjoyable. There's a comfort in knowing that this person kind of has you in under their wing, you know, that you're safe with them, they're gonna tell jokes you're gonna enjoy, you're not gonna cringe the whole way through it like we have the other queens. Although again, Fontana's delivery is not hitting it for me. For some reason, the jokes just aren't landing. Kate is holding it together. The translation bit was so good. It could have been probably the whole set. It was very good. Professional. I like the bucket. I didn't mind there not being too much bucket, but I mean, I feel like the joke bucket could have been better in general. But yeah, happy for Kate. Glad she got to show her chops. Alright, it's time for the runway. Godland! This look is super pretty. It's not the kind of look that blows you away, although I did think the reveal was super cool. Like, I don't know how that mask was removed so quickly, and it almost like Lucy said, it was like magic. I loved it. Next up was Zahir, which again, she loves a headpiece. I don't know whether she just like didn't want to spend so much money on garments, so she just thought, I'll make some nice headpieces and hair and do my makeup really fierce. And in this look, it did not work. I really like the peach first outfit. Like, it'd be cute for like a meet and greet or something. And then she like kind of changed into like an Amazon corset with some feathers and some beading and a like Cinderella tutu skirt. And I felt so bad for Zahira as well, because this is like a week where she's already had a hard time in the challenge, and then it's not one of her best looks. Next up, the only Naomi. This look is stunning. I wasn't fussed on the 80s like slick back hair mullety thing with the white, but when she transformed into the black, yeah, it really fit. I love the Black Swan reference. The way she was pulling at the feathers really worked for the reveal. And then, yeah, she just had so much going on. There was the pulling of the feathers, then the tits came off, then the corset, then the dress, and then the pièce de résistance was those tears. Great week to pull out an incredible look like that, because if you're not so strong in the comedy, that look will absolutely save you. And it did, I believe. Next up, Mariah, in an outfit that is the exact same fabric as her iceberg. She must have just bought a shit ton of that neoprene and went, okay, make me an iceberg and make me an unflattering outfit that isn't a reveal. Yeah, it wasn't a reveal. We know it. She had a cloak and then she took it off. And I've also worn trousers made out of neoprene and they just aren't flattering. I did like the headpiece and I liked the waist up of the garment. The sparkles were lovely, her makeup was stunning. And did you clock that she was wearing Zahira's koi fish wig? I love their little like friendship bond. But did Mariah bring any wigs? Every time she posts a picture on social media of one of her looks, she's like in a wig that she didn't wear on the runway. She must have just not packed very many wigs and thought, I'll make it through. Okay, Fontana. I fully thought she was doing Vivacious with a head on top of her head. I really liked the suit. It was very cool, and I thought this was a really original look. I couldn't tell if it was like a custom morph suit or like one of the ones that you buy on Amazon, just really glammed up. Not that it really matters, because it looked incredible and the colors were amazing actually. Okay, and finally Kate. I feel like Rue said it. It was the weirdest color of yarn to use, like this grey blue. It was the talent show hair, the Nessa like lip sync look boots, and the tattoo bodysuit. I was like not vibing. And I did really like the idea of it, and I liked that Kate made it herself. And also just the way she held herself in this look, it's almost like she felt like it was too risque. Like when you go out of the house wearing an outfit you're not comfortable in, and then you like stand like this all. Zahira's joke about fisting being like someone putting a ship in a bottle literally had Rue perplexed.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
I've never seen Rue look that confused by anything in my life. That's the sign of a bad joke, I would say. It's time for critiques, and there is no more chippy tea. I feel like they've dropped the chippy tea far too early. We had our lipsticks right up until the end of the season. I wanted some chippy tea. I wanted to finish the season strong with some drama. It probably saved Godland, to be fair. So if they want someone to win, they will make it happen. I also think that being judged individually makes me think that Mariah is going to be in the bottom, which is sad because Godland is going to get a free pass to next week, even though she didn't do anything. We are back in Untucked, and Mariah is like, I'm going to give them some good TV. If I'm about to go home, I'm going to give them a reason to save me. Because she is just going off on Naomi for literally no reason. She should be annoyed at Godland, not Naomi. Naomi's just questioning her place in the competition. I don't know why, but Naomi seems to have annoyed like literally everyone on the cast at some point. I don't know why, because she doesn't seem as annoying on TV. I don't know. I truly do think though in this moment Mariah is speaking her truth. She is like, Godland, you did no work. You're a piece of shit. You don't deserve to be here. And then Godland apologizes, and while Godland is apologizing, she's looking for the camera.
And I will love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I was like, this bitch. She doesn't give a fuck about you, Mariah, and she wants to make good TV in the moment. I've really missed listening to the judges. I would have loved an extra week of Chippy Tea, but it is nice to hear like what the judges have thought of these queens. During this like little like judges deliberation, they cut to Mariah and she is like listening to the song in front of the mirror and doing a dance routine, and her lips aren't moving. She has her lips clasped shut. So I feel like she's gonna follow the trend of not knowing the lip sync song. And again, I would like to see Godland in the bottom, just simply for the fact that she didn't do any work this week. Okay, it's time for the lip sync. The queens are walking back out. Interesting to note that Naomi and Godland both should have potentially been worried about their placement, but neither of them changed for the lip sync. Have we got some cocky bitches over here? I am so glad that Kate got this win. I thought there were going to be some shenanigans because her outfit was subpar, but she clearly was the best in the challenge by like in a different league and deserved this win. And also clock that Naomi was third bottom placement, which means Mariah shouting at Naomi was literally for nothing because that bitch was near the bottom. Okay, so the bottoms are Zahira and Mariah. Zahira looks super in the zone. She looks like she has a reveal under this coat. She looks like she's gonna give us the best lip sync ever. And Mariah's just happy to be there. They are definitely dressed for two different songs. The song starts as Ra Ra Rasputin. It's a good song. I love Boney M. Mariah is getting about every 7th word. I actually, in my notes, was certain that Mariah was going home. I wrote, I truly think Mariah would have won this if she knew the words. Mariah was given really good energy. Like, she captivated the audience. They did cut away with her and were quite forgiving with her lip sync edit, but I could clearly see that she didn't know all the words. Zahira, on the other hand, absolute pure chaos. It was chaotic and messy, and she probably thought it was funny, but I don't think it was. Zahira dragging Mariah while Mariah was surfing cunt was really cute though. I love that. Her Zahira, after looking absolutely stunning all season, has to leave the competition dressed like this. She might have lost because her wig came off, but I also feel like just generally it was like a very chaotic lip sync. She will be super missed in the workroom, and she should be so proud of herself. She has come such a long way from her original season. She repped for everyone that she needed to represent for, and she's super lovable. The energy she had in those final moments where she was like talking to the camera and writing her lipstick, I wish we had seen more of that during the season, although it's so easy to get caught up in the moment. But hey, it's a good top 5. It's pretty much my top 5 that I guessed, right? Apart from Mariah and Naomi, because I thought Minty was going to be there. I kind of wish Minty was there, but 2 Brits would have been too much, I think. And Kate probably is the more deserving UK queen. So at the end of this episode, we have a badge for Kate. We also have a bottom placement for Mariah, who just won last week. Interesting. Zahira has gone home, and no more Chippy Tea. Oh, I'm gonna have to retire my little Chippy Tea icon. And Naomi is the only one going forward without a badge. Okay, next week is the makeover, as I just said, on Great British Olympians. Kate went home on a makeover challenge previously, so I really hope Kate has her shit together. Thank you so much for watching. Stick around on my YouTube. There's lots of fun content coming, I promise. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye!
BLU.